Ito yung ginagawa actually para mabantayan, mamonitor yung upgrading, yung pag-update ng progress ng mga proyekto, lalong-lalo na yung pinag-uusapan ng flood control projects. Kung hindi akma, kamukha ngayon, napatunayan na kahit sinasabi po nilang real-time geotag, ang dali palang takpan yun. Kukuha lang ng ibang litrato, isasalpak na ganyan. Akala mo, totoo na ang accomplishment is so much percent already. Pero hindi totoo eh. Kaya naglipa na yung ghost projects. Inamin po ni Yusek Cabral, nang nandito siya, at nakikinig po si Secretary Bonoan noon, na yung sinabmit po nila na naging sumbong sa Pangulo ay base sa MYPS. Ito yung multi-year projects system. Ang dapat sana palang ibinigay nila ay yung PCMA na kahit papano ay medyo malapit-lapit sa katotohanan. Gumawa po kami ng pagsusuri dito sa dalawang application na ito, Mr. Chair. Nag-random po kami sa napakaraming mga projects. Easily, lumitaw po sa pagsusuri namin. Wala pang isang araw, 14 po na projects na hindi magkakatugma po yung coordinates. Isang maliit na difference lang either sa X or sa Y. Alam po ninyo ang variance na nakita namin, discrepancy, mula sa maliit na about 67 meters to about 700 meters. Yusek Bisnar, sa harap ng napakalaking deviation ng mga coordinates, gusto po namin matukoy talaga kung ilan talaga, ilan ang bilang ng ghost projects. Pero kung pagbabasihan po ninyo yung maling input na ibinigay, sapagkat ito ay nakabase sa MYPS, pati kayo may liligaw din yan. Di ko alam kung paano nyo gagawin. Ito nga po, hindi talaga real time. Walang satellite pala ang DPWH. Kaya nga, nung pagdinig ng Philippine Space Agency, na imungkahi nga namin, tulungan mo na nga ang DPWH. Baka kayo, makakonekta kayo talaga ng direkta ng satellite. Kasi po, yung pag-update ninyo, Yusek Bisnar, once a month, at the end of every month. So yung galaw lang ng isang kakasangkapan lang ng encoder, yung inyong project manager doon sa baba, hit niya lang. Wala na, sarado na yun. Paano nyo susubaybayan lahat ito? Pinag-uusapan natin halos 9,000 flood control projects. Sa harap po ng katotohanan, napakaraming applications. Meron pa po kayong CPES. Yung CPES nyo ay Constructors Performance Evaluation System. Na kung saan tinitingnan ninyo ang bawat aspeto, kung sino talagang magaling gumawa, kung sino. Pero lahat ng ito nawala na sa isay. Yung lalim, yung lawak, ang nakita nating katiwalian at corruption. Hindi na mapasusubalian kahit kailan. Mr. Chair, ako po ay dadako na doon sa matagal ko na sanang, kanina pa kasi, magmula nung ako po ay maging Blue Ribbon Committee hanggang kayo po ay pumalit, iisa po ang nakita natin. Hanggang ngayon, nakita natin yung sa magitan ng testimonies ang napakarami pong tinawag natin dito. Wala pong kokontra na talagang ang lalim ng katiwalian at korupsyon na na-establish po natin. Mali-malitang pera po ang nagpalitan ng kamay dito. Tinitingnan ko po yung ating Senate Blue Ribbon Rules. May I refer to Section 5, Article 5, Section 3, Mr. Chair. Dito po yung sinasabi, reports on bills and resolutions. Where evidence of malfeasance, misfeasance, and nonfeasance is uncovered in the course of the committee's investigation, the matter may be referred to the Ombudsman or to the DOJ or to any appropriate agency as the case may be. Sa opinion ko po, ay palagay ko tama na po na mula dito ay i-repair na po nating lahat. Sapagkat yun po yung ating tuntunin. Nandito nga po yung ating Prosecutor General. Hindi ko pa nga alam ba't nandito siya sapagkat i-repair naman namin sa inyo. Ito po yung tuntunin dito. Hindi kami makikipag-compete sa inyo sapagkat kami strictly in aid of legislation. We have come across this problem, the magnitude, no one can deny. And jurisprudence pa nga ho, Mr. Chair, Neri versus Senate, ito po yung sinasabi. Should respondent committees uncover information related to a possible crime in the course of their investigation, they have the constitutional duty to refer the matters to the agency or branch of government. Lahat po ng ito ay hinugna para i-repair either sa DOJ, sa Ombudsman, sa ating National Prosecution Service. Sinasabi pa po, while it may be a worthy endeavor to investigate the potential culpability of high government officials, including the President, in a given government transaction, it is simply not a task for the Senate to perform. The role of the legislature is to make laws, not to determine anyone's guilt of a crime or wrongdoing. Our Constitution has not bestowed upon the legislature the latter's role. Just as the judiciary cannot legislate, neither can the legislature adjudicate or prosecute. So the legislature remains to be an instrument for legislating laws. We cannot adjudicate, we cannot prosecute. Siguro po alam na ninyo, Mr. Chair, hindi ko po alam anong oras, but I think earlier hours, nagpadala yata former Congressman Saldico a video recording. At dyan po ay napakarami niyang sinasabi na aligasyon, ngunit hindi po pwedeng hindi bigyan po ng atensyon. Nagpapatunay lamang po na lumawak na po talaga at lumalim ang pinag-uusapan nating problema. We cannot ignore that statement uploaded in the Facebook, Mr. Chair. So, kung ang tinatanong ni Senator Sherwin kanina na pinipilit na sinasagot ni Prosecutor Prosecutor General Padulyon, sino po ba yung pinoprosecute natin ngayon? Mga accessories or mga... Meron po bang mga pangalan na?
Yeah, may I respond, Mr. Chair? As I mentioned earlier, the ones who are being investigated right now are personalities from the DPWH, officials of District 1 of Bulacan. They are the ones subject of the initial investigations undertaken by the Department of Justice. There are also other investigations which are being evaluated now prior to its filing with the department and eventually with the Office of the Ombudsman, sir.
Kanina po tinatanong niya kayo, he quoted the President na meron ng makukulong, sabi ng Presidente.
Sir, I do not know and I cannot speak for the President. I do not know what's in
I'm
his
not
mind.
saying that you will speak for the President. Si Senator Sherwin nagsabi, narinig niya na may makukulong. At kailan ang sinabi, Senator? Kailan, parang ang sinabi niya, marami nang makukulong immediately.
Exactly, Mr. Chair. That's why I said I cannot speak or know the state of mind of the President when those statements were made. I was not privy to it, and neither do I know what the details of which. I can only speak of the cases being handled by the Department of Justice.
Hindi naman sasabihin ng Pangulo yun ang hindi niyo siya ina-advisean. The President will not state anything nang hindi niya nalalaman ang mangyayari. As a matter of fact, we assume that the Department of Justice might have advised him sapagkat hindi niya sasabihin ang kagaya ng sinasabi mo ngayon.
Yes, sir, but I cannot also make that assumption. No, I cannot base my answer on an assumption which is being made unless I was privy to the information that such advice was given to the president when he made that statement. I can only speak for what I know, sir, and what I have personal knowledge of.
So are you trying to assume that the president was ill-advised?
I'm not saying that the president was ill-advised. I just do not know who spoke to the president, sir, before he made that statement.
We're not saying that somebody spoke to the president. Senator Sherwin heard that the president was assuming that there will be somebody who will be jailed immediately.
Yes, sir. But your statement, Mr. Chair, is that you are of the assumption that the Department of Justice made that statement.
I'm not assuming anything. We're saying that the president told that somebody will be jailed. Kasi kung halimbawa, preliminary investigation pa lang, at saan kayo ng bola, pupunta kayo sa di ba meron kayong, sabi nyo nung isang araw, the briefing, meron kayong memorandum of agreement with the Ombudsman that the DOJ can directly file cases to the Sandigan Bayan. What happens to that?
Sir, if we go over the memorandum of agreement simply says that we have the authority to investigate, and whatever the results are of our investigation, if it involves personalities with salary grade 27 and above, or cases cognizable by the Sandigan Bayan and offenses committed in relation to the performance of one's function, the same will still have to go through the Office of the Ombudsman for approval before it gets filed before the Sandigan Bayan.
That was not the kind of explanation given to me in the earlier hearing.
Kindly wrap up. I'll give you 1 more minute.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, wala kang nakikitang immediately na makukulong, di ba?
Up until the results of the investigation are finished, I wouldn't be able to make any statement to that effect, sir.
Meaning to say, yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Senate President.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much. Buti nabanggit ni Senator Marcoleta yung kaya may mga video. Kasi Mr. Alex of Legacy, no, Alex Abelido, may napanood akong video mo eh. Sabi mo wala kang flood control. Tapos wala kang ghost. Tama, ikaw ba yan?
I'm representing Legacy, sir.
Legacy, ikaw.
Yes po, sir.
Napanood ko yung video eh, ikaw eh. Ikaw ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, tapos, parang may mga actuation ka ron, tapos sabi mo wala kang ghost. Wala kang luxury vehicles. Maganda yung asawa mo. Yun ang mga sinabi mo dun eh. Ikaw ba yun?
I think somebody just played with the video, sir.
AI.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
Excuse
teka
me,
muna.
Senate President. Ako napanood ko rin yung sa TikTok, Ikaw nagsasalita, sabi mo, wala po akong luxury vehicles, wala po akong ganito, pero maganda po yung asawa ko.
Sir, somebody just played with a video. Probably.
Pero boses mo yun, at saka itsura mo yun.
Hindi po.
Hindi mo boses yun?
Hindi po.
Anyway, so hindi pala ikaw yun. Because, sasabihin ko sana, parang, sinabi mo rin dito na meron kang flood, ghost flood control.
Your Honor, we don't have any ghost projects. So.
Sabi mo, wala. O, yun ang sinasabi ko dito sa video na to eh. Baka ginagawa eh. Kasi dito sa listahan namin, meron ka eh.
Pwede nating mapanood, Mr. Senate President, kung meron ka?
Pinapahanap ko nga wala eh. Ang nakita namin ito eh. Legacy Construction Corporation.
Napanood ko, medyo gwapo ng konti kasi sa...
356.42 million. 4. 2 Region 4B, dalawang Davao, dalawang Region 4B. Ito'y galing po ito sa, DPWH.
ICI,
Yan. At saka ICI. na ghost projects na inimbestigahan nila at pinuntahan nila yung lugar eh.
Mr. Baguio, ha, yung sinabi ko, biro lang yun, ha, baka kala mo eh.
Abilido. Alex, Abilido.
Biro lang yun, ha, biro. Thank you.
Oo.
Sir, we were not informed by any district or regional officer regarding those ghost projects. Your
Well,
Honor.
anyway, I'm just citing official records. Records of the DPWH submitted to the ICI. Investigated. Yun lamang po eh. So, anyway. So, kung hindi naman ikaw yun, talagang yung AI eh, danger yan eh, no?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. Napanood mo rin ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero sigurado ka hindi mo boses yun?
Hindi po, Mr. President.
Alright.
Ano exactly sinabi doon? Napanood ko na, kalimutan ko na eh.
Mr. Chair, nalilimutan ko na rin, Mr. Chair. I want to forget about that also.
Basta ang maliwanag lang doon, wala kang luxury vehicles. Kasi napapag-usapan mga luxury vehicles eh. Parang wala ka ring mga mansyon, parang ganun. At wala ka ring ghost project, pero maganda yung asawa mo. Hindi ikaw yun.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, it was not my voice.
Ako, I believed it was you when I watched it eh. Ikaw, did you believe it was you when you watched it?
No, Your Honor.
Because you knew that it wasn't you. Kasi alam niyong hindi ikaw.
Ang totoo lang dyan, Mr. Chair, maganda lang yung asawa ko.
Ayun lang totoo. Okay.
Senator Marcoleta, baka gusto mong bawiin yung sinasabi mo. Anyway, thank you.
Bigla
Thank you,
talaga-
Mr. Chairman. Ayoko na.
Mr. President, talagang bigla siyang gumawa po talaga.
We now asked Mr. and Mrs. Diskaya, may nakuha po ba kayo doon sa inyong files?
Your Honor, kapiraso lang po yung nakuha ko dahil mauubos po yung time namin. Baka pagbalik po namin dito ay tapos na po ang hearing. So ito lang po, mga ilang piraso
ilan?
lang po. Mga ano lang po, 2 USEC, parang 6 yatang...
Pakibasa mo nga
Kong.
yung ledger.
Apo.
Bago mo i-submit sa amin, pakibasa mo lang for the record.
Your Honor, okay lang po ba? Kasi baka po hilingin na lang po namin sa executive session po kasi para po sa kaligtasan po namin. At pangalawa po, hindi pa po kami...
Curly,
ng WPP po.
pinangalanan mo lahat yung 70 na congressmen.
Yung pangalan po, pwede po. Pangalan lang po.
Anong diferensya kung papakita mo yung pruweba? Hindi ba parang maniniwala kami dahil meron kang pruweba dyan? Kasi kung sinabi mo lang mga pangalan, wala ka namang backup document, hindi kami maniniwala basta-basta. So bakit kailangan ng executive session? Binanggit mo na nga yung mga pangalan. Ano pang kinatatakot? Mas nakakatakot yung nagbanggit ka ng pangalan, wala ka namang pruweba. Kesa doon sa nagbanggit ka ng pangalan na may pruweba, kasi sila matatakot sa'yo.
Your Honor, kadalasan po kasi kapag nagbabanggit po kami dito, minsan po nagagamit po ng iba't ibang ahensya para kasuhan po kami.
Yeah,
Hindi pa po kami...
Nevertheless, you will submit that to the committee, di ba? Kasi may subpoena
Yes
to
po,
Sis
yes
Tecum
po,
kami.
Your Honor. Yes po, Your Honor.
O kindly submit it to us.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Senator Risa.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. Kung pwedeng itanong kina Mr. at Ms. Diskaya kung yung 2 dokumentong isusumite nyo na sa komite also covers projects na pinasukan ninyo with government mula 2016 hanggang 2022.
Your Honor, pinasa na po sa inyo po yun nung miss ko po, yung hiningi po ninyo na subpoena po para do sa company niya. Naipasa na po yun. Pero meron din po kaming extra ngayon dito.
Di po. So categorically,
Ay, di pala dala.
kasi ang sa pagkaalam ko po, hindi nyo pa sinasubmit yung ledger or list nyo ng mga proyekto mula 2016 to 2022. Paki-confirm lang, Ms. Diskaya.
Naipasa na, di ba?
Ako ba? Or si Curly? Ako. Oo. It was attention to me, the letter. So I passed it. Kailan yan? October October 21, it was received by the Senate. Lahat ng documents except for the ledger kasi I don't have any personal knowledge on the ledger na hawak ko.
So, including po projects from 2016 to 2022 until 2025.
Up to present.
Okay po. So, including 2016 to
Yes, for Alpha and
2022
Omega.
projects.
Alpha and Omega as requested by
Just
the
for
Senate.
Alpha and Omega. Hindi po, okay, good po kung nasubmit nyo na yung Alpha and Omega from
Yes po.
2016 to 2022. Pero
Yes.
ang hiningi ko po nung hearing na iyon ay mga proyekto ng lahat ng mga kumpanya nyo
I
from
was just
2016
complying
to
whatever
2022.
was on the list that was requested from Alpha and Omega.
Then, Mr. Chair, I welcome na nakapag-submit na po sila for 2016 to 2022 partial. So, standing pa rin po yung request ko that they submit the other projects ng iba pa nilang mga kumpanya besides Alpha and Omega still for 2016 to 2022, Mr. Chair.
So, kindly submit the ledger, and can you now name the personalities na related sa ledger na dala ninyo, ledger or voucher?
Your Honor, okay lang po ba isasubmit na lang po namin sa inyo? Babanggitin ko na lang po ang mga pangalan po ng nakuha ko lang po. Opo. Ang nandito po ay si si Kong Roman Romulo, si Kong Marvin Rillo, si Kong Dean Asistio, si Kong Patrick Vargas, si Kong Marivic Pilar, si Kong Jojo Ang, si Yusek Terence Calatrava, si Yusek Bernardo. Ito lang po ang naano ko po.
Amounts at saka dates.
Ay okay lang po, Your Honor, kung ano na lang po, executive session na lang po para po sa... Submit na lang.
Alam mo, subpoena...
Isasubmit na lang po namin po. Ito po. Submit.
Ganun din yan, bababasa rin. Basahin mo na lang.
Marami.
Hindi ako makarelate sa'yo.
Your Honor, okay lang po ba isubmit ko na lang po kasi masyado pong mahaba?
Never mind. Ganun din yan eh. Pahirapan mo pa magbabasa.
Ano ito, yung amount?
Okay. Your Honor, umpisan ko na lang po kay Yusek Terence Calatrava. Ito pa yung mga date niya. Ang date po niya is December 11. December 11 is... Yung gulo.
Mas maganda to, sir. Sa ino.
At
Ito.
wait. They don't. Okay. Your Honor, December 11, 2024 po, 30% po, kay Teres Calatrava po ito. Tapos, nung December 11 po, is another 30% ulit.
Of what?
Of, ano po to, parang 100 million at saka 50 million.
30% of 100 million.
Yes po, Your Honor. And then, March 25 is another 15 and 30%.
May project yan naka-indicate kung anong project.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sige, anyway. Sige, proceed.
March 31 is March 31, anin ko lang po. March 31 is 15 million. November 20 is 15 million. December 5 is 18 million. December 6 is 1.5. December 7 is 10 million. December 14 is 9 million. January 22 is 53 million. January 18 is 53 million. April 18 is 101 million. May 3 is 5 million. May 3 is 5 million. Lagi pa yung total. Kay Yusek Bernardo naman po, through his, kay DE, sino ba yun? DE Manibulusan. Nung January 4 is, 2022 is 2.450. January 12, 2022 is 3.675. September 2022 is 2,260,000. September 7 is 2,680,000. March 29, 7.3. March 10, 7.3. March 29, 7.3. March 10, 7.3. Kay Kong Roman Romulo naman po,
Mr. Chairman, just
through-
quick intervention.
Yes, Senator.
Pwede ba i-confirm ho to ni Mr. Bernardo? Kasi nandito na rin si Mr. Bernardo para
Good
alam
point.
natin kung nagsasabi ng totoo.
Good point. Yes, Yusek Bernardo.
Mr. Chair, according to Diskaya, it was given to Manny Bulusan. So, kung ako man po ay mayroong alam dito, I have to match with my records. Because pagka po ako ay mayroong ganyan, as I stated earlier, meron po akong proponent. Meron pong project na katumbas yan. So, I will have to match that with the projects, if really it's true. However, considering that it was given to Bulusan, I will have to ano with Bulusan. Yun po, Mr. Chair.
Pero Mr. Bernardo, may binibigay sa inyo si Bulusan na pera.
Meron po akong nabanggit kanina na meron pong proyekto na si Manny Bulusan po ang katulong ko.
I-match nyo lang kung yung sinasabi ni Mr. Diskaya match doon sa binibigay ni Bulusan.
Titignan
Pero
ko-
ang tanong ko, mayroong binibigay sa inyo si Mr. Bulusan?
Meron po, Mr. Chair, kasi nga po, nabanggit ko po na there were projects with the proponents that I'm taking charge sa Manny Bulusan po.
Nung binigay sa inyo ni Manny Bulusan, sinabi ba niya galing kay Mr. Diskaya? I'm
Wala
sure
po.
sasabihin niya. Hindi naman pwede magbibigay lang siya ng pera sa inyo na walang source.
Hindi ko po maalala kung gano'n, Mr. Chair. I still have to match this with ano.
Never,
Meron naman po.
sa dami niyang binigay ho sa inyo, never sinabi ni Bulusan, galing ho to kay Mr. Diskaya?
Mr. Chair, si Bulusan po ang binigyan niya, hindi po ako.
Oh,
So, hindi ko po maalala kung kailan sinabi ni Bulusan sa akin yon. When I have to match this with
hindi niyo
Bulusan
naman,
po.
dinideny niyo na galing kay Mr. Diskaya o hindi niyo lang humaalala na kailangan
Hindi ko
niyo
po
i-check?
maalala, Mr.
Kailangan
Chair.
niyo lang i-check?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Okay po.
Your Honor, okay lang po ba? Bago ko po ituloy itong kay Kong Roman Romulo, baka po pwedeng magtanong ako kung kumustahin ko sana yung status po namin sa WPP kasi
That's beside the point. You have to settle that with the DOJ, not with the Blue Ribbon.
okay lang po. Tanong ko lang po sandali ang abogado ko.
Sige. PG, Padulyon.
Mr. Chair, when we return to Mr. Diskaya, I'd also like to ask. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Apo.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I believe that it's a matter that should also be known by the committee because Mr. Diskaya is asking for the status of their application. For the past 2 months and a half, we have not heard from Mr. and Mrs. Diskaya. They have not gone back to the department. There has been no coordination made by by the couple, either by their lawyer. The last thing that we heard from them was when they declared that they will no longer be cooperating with the ICI. Since then, we have not had the opportunity to talk to them. So there can be no evaluation that can be done by the Witness Protection Program absent any disclosures coming from the couple, Mr. Chair.
Does that answer your question?
Your Honor, kasi nung mga nakaraan po, ilang beses din po kaming bumalik po sa DOJ po. Kaya lang wala pa po pong pinapakita sa amin po na MOA.
Ganun kasimple yan, may proseso sila dyan. Anyway, PG Padulyon.
I think it should be explained to the couple, sir, that there is no such thing as an ex-deal here where they will provide us with documents and then we will immediately, or the Witness Protection Program will immediately give them a memorandum of agreement.
In other words, hindi kaliwaan.
Hindi po kaliwaan yan. Because precisely, the reason why these affidavits will have to be submitted first is for us to evaluate and determine whether the same is compliant with the requirements of the WPSB law. And second, if it can be corroborated by other pieces of evidence. A simple statement telling us or naming 100 names will not make any difference unless the same can be substantiated. And thus far, we have not seen any. And therefore, there can be no evaluation that can be made or be given by the Witness Protection Program, sir.
My advice to you, Mr. Diskaya, sumugal kayo ng konti. Wala yung hindi pwedeng siguruhan. Lahat yan susugal. Kasi once na ma-admit kayo, wala pa rin kasiguruhan na tuloy-tuloy kayo may immunity. May mga sinusunod nilang requirements eh. Yung absolute necessity ng inyong testimony, mga corroborate ng independent evidence, of course, not the most guilty, and so forth and so on.
Chair.
Yes, Senator.
Prosecutor Padulyon, ang pagkakaalam ko, kasi I was then the chairman nung nagpasya sila ng back cover ng WPP at sa akin namang palagay based on the law, kailangan silang ma-process sapagkat nagpasya sila na gustong magpa-cover. Ang problema kasi at that time, the then Secretary of Justice made an opinion that the Diskaya should first make restitution. Kaya doon po yata na-stall yun eh. Considering that restitution is not even one of the requirements para ma-process. Kasi nag-a-apply pa lang sila eh. I was trying to explain then, Mr. Chair, na in the process of the application of the Diskayas, restitution is not one of the requisites. Kaya lang, pinipilit ni then Secretary Remulla, now Ombudsman, na magre-restitute sila. So, doon yata na-stall ang pinag-uusapan. Ngayon, ang pagkakaalam ko rin po, Mr. Chair, si Yusek Bernardo, parang he was already granted provisional, anong tawag ron?
Provisional admission, Mr. Chair.
So, if he was granted already provisional admission, was he required to restitute anything?
Sir, that is covered by the Memorandum of Agreement and is confidential. I cannot make that disclosure without any clearance from the Secretary of Justice.
Why?
Because the law provides for it, sir, that confidentiality is a matter which is stressed in Section 7 of the law.
So, Mr. Chair, ito na naman ang problema eh. Para malaman naman ng kahit sinong gustong mag-apply, kung ano ba requirements talaga. Was that restitution requirement covered by that? Yun lang naman eh. There's nothing secret in that. Ba't hindi mo sabihin?
Sir, it is contained in the Memorandum of Agreement.
Like nobody should know that a restitution was required by the Department of Justice?
The details of the Memorandum of
I'm
Agreement...
not asking for details. Sabihin mo lang, was it made a requirement?
Restitution is part of the details, sir, which is provided for in any Memorandum of Agreement if you're going to ask me. So if it is going
Bago
to
siya
be there-
makapag-apply, restitution will be required.
Not necessarily, sir. Not
paano?
necessarily.
Ito kailangan sabihin ko, palagi kasing sinasabi ng mga ibang tao, I am trying to defend the Diskayas. No, I am trying to maintain what the law says and provides. Dahil alam ko na wala namang sinasabing restitution, gusto naman nilang magpa-cover para sa ganun, may protection naman sila because they are aiding the state to prosecute kung sino-sino may kasalanan dito. Bakit hindi natin i-apply ang batas? Ngayon, sinasabi mo na naman, tinatanong ko lang, if restitution applied to Yusek Bernardo, he was granted already provisional admission. Ba't hindi mo maibigay man lang yun? There is nothing secret in that. Otherwise, pero meron kayong paborito, merong hindi. Parang namimili kayo. It is a selective process.
May I respond, Mr. Chair?
Yes, You may respond.
Again, we take exception to the statement of the good senator that we are being selective. The process of application...
Yun ang ginagawa
no, the process
mo,
of
You're
application,
making a
sir.
selective application of the law. Sinasabi natin, walang requirement ng restitution. Will you agree?
I agree, sir. It is
Oh.
not explicitly stated in the law. It is not explicitly stated in the law, but...
It is not explicitly stated in the law, but you're requiring them to restitute.
No, sir. Let me just explain, if you will allow me to finish. There is no explicit provision in the law calling for restitution. However, there is a memorandum of agreement whereby terms and conditions can be stated therein. And if there is agreement as to restitution,
Alam mo, yung
the same can
memorandum
be
of
included.
agreement, hindi siya kasamang restitution. Yung pagka siya na-admit na as state witness, kaya mo lamang siya lalagyan ng memorandum so that he can cooperate with the DOJ in prosecuting this case.
Precisely,
Huwag mong
sir.
iisipin na i-include mo yun sa memorandum. You are deviating from the law itself.
There is no deviation, sir.
Sabihin mo sa akin kung anong provision that the memorandum will require restitution.
There is nothing in the law, again, which states
Ito
that...
yung problema ninyo. Palagi kayong ganyan kung makipag...
No, sir, we're being very candid with the
and then sasabihin nyo
committee.
take exception. Kayo ang nagte-take exception. Pati batas binabago ninyo.
No, sir. If the Diskaya couple would want to be admitted, all they had to do is go through the same process. But it's not a matter only
Pumunta na sila.
Yes, sir. But they have not...
Alam mo, si Secretary Boying Rimulya ang nandito. Nag-usap pa sila dito. Okay? Sabi niya sa mag-asawa, Mr. Diskaya, sige, bukas na bukas, isama mo yung asawa mo, magkikita tayo sa din. Nandito pumunta siya rito. Kaya ang palagay ko noon, ipo-process. Processing lang naman. If they will not qualify, okay lang sa akin yun. But, hindi nga sila natuloy sa process because they were required restitution. Kaya ang nakikita ko dito, merong blocking. Di ba? Napakasimple na pinag-uusapan natin, Prosecutor Papadulyon. Huwag na nating i-complicate ito. We apply this law to everybody. Ngayon, tinatanong ko lang, okay lang naman kung qualified si Yusek Bernardo. I have nothing against Yusek Bernardo. Okay lang. Tinatanong ko lang, para yung application ng batas, parehas lang. So, alimbawa, kung wala namang restitution si Yusek Bernardo, why will you apply restitution to these people?
Sir, we did not... That was a statement made by former Secretary Rimulya. When they were referred to Department of Justice for processing, it was because there was a legislative inquiry which was going on, and the Diskaya couple, during the time that they were testifying, stated that they wanted to be provided security and protection. Immediately after they went to the department, said security and protection was provided to them without any consideration yet as to their application into the program. The evaluation for purposes of being considered in the program is a different process which has not been completed. That is the reason why they have not yet been considered as possible state witnesses in the cases.
It was never completed because you were insisting on restitution. Drop it. Para sa ganun, kung mag-a-apply sila at kung qualified sila, pagbigyan ninyo. Yun lang ang ano dyan.
No, sir. Again, let me disabuse the mind of the good senator. There is no requirement that for purposes of processing, they will have to go through or they will have to make restitution.
Yun nga
because it will
sinabi ni
still go
Boying
through
Rimulya.
evaluation.
Sinasabi ko sa iyo, yun ang sinabi niya sa press conference niya. Sinabi niya yun eh. Alam mo, mag-a-apply lang eh, sinasabi ko. Kung ang restitution mangyayari at the end of, let's say, napakita talaga na meron silang pananagutan sa batas. Later on, restitution is talagang kailangan. Pero nag-a-apply lang yung tao eh. Kaya nga, Witness Protection and Benefit Program. There is no reason to burden these people for another requisite which is not even in the law. So, kung qualified sila, i-process natin. Kung nag-qualify, salamat. Kung hindi sila nag-qualify, wala tayong magagawa.
Mr. Chair, it is not as if the reason why they are not being processed is because of the restitution that you mentioned. The fact is...
Prosek, ang sinasabi ko, hindi, yun ang naging unang dahilan kasi, kaya siguro nabanggel ito. Maraming procedures dyan. Kaya lang, ang sinasabi ko, ang pinipilit kong ipaintindi sa'yo, ay yun doon pa lang doon pa lang na-stop na sapagkat pinilit ni Secretary Boying, mag-restitute ka muna. Sabi ko, nawala na.
Mr. Chair, kung ang kagustuhan po ng Diskaya couple is makonsider sila o ma-process sila, let's take away the aspect of restitution. But they have to comply first with the requirements, which is the submission of the affidavits to justify the department being able to evaluate the same. Let's not talk about restitution.
Tapos na. Okay na yun. So wala nang restitution. Mr. Diskaya, Ms. Diskaya, kung talagang gusto nyo at kung gusto nyo mag-apply talaga, ayun, wala nang restitution, pero kailangan mag-qualify kayo. Kung hindi kayo qualified, wala tayong magagawa.
Mr. Chair, may I interject?
The Vice Chairman is recognized.
I just want to be clarified, PG Fadulyon. Ano ba talagang gusto ng DOJ to be mabigyan ng restitution immediately? Kasi may sinasabi ni Senator Marcoleta, there will be a process. What is your stand here?
Sir, my position is this, if I may. Restitution, Senator Marcoleta is correct when he pointed out that restitution is not a requirement under the WPSB law.
Okay.
It is, as I said, it is not explicitly stated there. However, when the process of when the witness who applies to be admitted into the program is evaluated, and for example they qualify, their qualification is now subject of a memorandum of agreement between the department represented by the secretary and the applicant. Now, in the memorandum of agreement, there are terms and conditions that may be agreed upon or imposed by the parties, and restitution is part of them. If I may be allowed to explain further, kung halimbawa po meron po tayong witness na nag-a-apply sa programa, at sinasabi na nila, I am remorseful, ako po ay nagkamali, ako po ay nakakatanggap ng pera, nanggaling sa nakaw o hindi sa matamang paraan, at ito po ay sosoli ko, sasabihin po ba ng department, hindi naman kasi part ang restitution dito, so hindi mo kailangan magsoli. Kaya po yan, inilalagay sa memorandum of agreement kung meron man, para lamang po masiguro din ng department na at least kung meron pong ill-gotten wealth, or if a person is unjustly enriched, monies will be returned back to the coffers of government. Remember, sir, if one is covered under the program, one of the results would be if there is a case where they will be testifying as a witness, they will not be included in the information anymore. And if they're not included in the information, it means they have no criminal liability, and forfeiture will not lie as against them. A process which will happen much later.
Okay, so Republic Act 6981, PG Padulyon, Section 5, it states na to comply with legal obligations plus to cooperate with respect to all reasonable requests. Ang tanong ko po ngayon, ano ba ang mga unreasonable sa pagbabalik na ninakaw na yaman? Can you give me some?
Let me just be clarified, Mr. Chair. Ano po ang ano ang reasonable kung magbabalik po?
Kasi ang sabi, legal obligations, reasonable requests. So it's a reasonable request. Pero it doesn't mean to say na you are, it's their obligation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Kasi po, kasama po yan dun sa pagpapakita po ng pagsisisi ng kung sino man pong aplikante na sinasabi niya, kung ako po ay may nakuhang yaman sa pamamaraan na hindi po legal, at ako po ay humihingi ng kapatawaran, at ako po ay willing na tumistigo, at isosoli ko po. Natural po, ipapalagay po natin yan sa loob ng Memorandum of Agreement, at yan po ay mapupunta sa gobyerno.
Kaya po, ang tanong ko po ngayon sa PG Padulyon, is that reasonable ba o unreasonable ang pagbabalik ng pera na kinuha sa taong bayan? Which is which?
It is definitely not unreasonable. I would say it is only reasonable and within reason to return the same.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Hypothetical, halimbawa, nag-apply yung couple, Diskaya couple. Sinabi nila, halimbawa, papasok sila sa MOA. Okay, ito po yung aking mga account numbers, ito yung bangko, willing po akong i-waive kung magkano man ang laman nitong account number na ito. Tama po ba yung hypothetical situation na ganon?
That would be one correct means, Mr. Chair.
Or halimbawa, ito po yung estimate ko na kinita ko sa aming pagkokontrata na merong ghost project. Nag-estimate siya. Nagbigay sila ng estimated amount na sa tingin ninyo acceptable kasi yun ang base sa reasonable na computation. Kasama rin yung sa MOA.
That will also be included in the MOA, sir.
So hindi immediate na
hindi po
pagpasok nila, babayad na kagad sila. Parang extortion yun.
Yes, sir. Hindi po immediate. Kasi mangyayari niyan is parang you paid your way to be able to be admitted.
Parang you buy your way
Yes, sir.
in to the
Yes,
program.
sir. Ito po, it's a
So,
necessary...
merong miscommunication.
Yes, sir.
Wala nga sa batas ang restitution, pero it could come later.
Yes, sir.
Parang as a pledge, as a commitment.
Yes, sir. That is correct,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, ikaw na nga nagsabi, Prosec, it is not in the law. Okay. Gagawa ka ng paraan para i-circumvent mo yon, papasukan mo dun sa memorandum. Reasonably ba yung maglalagay ka ng isang bagay that was not even provided as a requirement? Alam mo, as a lawyer, sinasabi natin palagi, the spring cannot rise higher than its source. Ano yung source? The law itself, di ba? Bakit ka ngayong gagawa to circumvent it para lang ipakita mo? Alam mo, you'll be abusing. That is grave abuse of discretion. Hindi mo nga alam, magkano isosoli nila, for example. Alam mo ba kung paano isosoli? Doon lang sa solian, doon lang magkakaroon na ng corruption dito. What was not given to you by the law, you cannot have it. Dito tayo nagkakaproblema, Mr. Che. Kaya, ang pinag-uusapan lang, these people, gusto nilang tulungan ang Estado. We're not, hindi man hidden wealth pinag-uusapan
Mrs.
dito.
Diskaya wants to say something. Can we allow her? Pwede natin magsalita ka muna.
Yes po. I-confirm ko lang po kasi with what attorney Fadulyan said na meron kaming we were given temporary security. Definitely we weren't kasi I had to get our own security for me and my kids after the session here where we mentioned the 17 congressmen. So hindi po kami nabigyan ng DOJ ng any security whatsoever. And then yung sinasabi na hindi kami nakikipag-cooperate. Actually, the affidavits that they were requesting were prepared and we were ready to give it to DOJ. Pero kasi we were required to restitute first. So hindi namin
You were required to restitute how much?
Wala silang sinabi na amount. So hindi namin alam kung ano yung restitution.
Baka stipulation lang.
So it was one of the one of the stipulations
PG,
that
baka stipulation lang
was
yun,
asked of us.
Mr. Chair, I am not privy because I am not part of the ones who have been talking
Yes.
to and communicating
Yes po,
with the
opo.
Diskaya couple. So I will have to validate that information, Mr. Chair, as to whether or not restitution was made a condition.
Maybe you can renew your application.
Actually, hindi din
Puntahan nyo
kami...
na lang si PG Padulyon.
Opo, hindi na po kami... We are 100% trying to cooperate with whatever is asked of us. So when Mr. Diskaya was let out for a half day to do the ledger, nagpasa po kami ng ledger ni Yusek Bernardo. Noong day din na yon, pero hindi din pinansin. Parang sinabi sa amin, the case will go on even without
para
the
lang
ledgers.
kasi 490 na, no? Sabihin yung lawyer ninyo, mag-coordinate sa DOJ. Andito yung director ng WPP. Kung makipag-ugnayan, para hindi tayo dito nagba-back and forth. Hindi tayo matatapos eh. Kasi I think there's a lot of miscommunication eh. No, iba yung interpretation, iba yung interpretation.
Yes,
so,
Mr.
Senator
Chair.
Rizal, you're about to...
Yes, salamat Mr. Chair. Since sinabi ni Ms. Diskaya na gusto nilang mag-cooperate 100% sa mga investigasyong ito, just to make of record explicitly, bukod po sa sinabmit na nilang mga proyekto ng Alpha and Omega 2016 to 2022, iniintay pa po ng komite yung mga proyekto 2016 to 22 ng St. Gerard, St. Timothy, Amethyst Horizon, St. Matthew, Great Pacific Builders, at Elite General Contractors. Plus po, yung mga joint venture agreement projects ng mga Diskaya taong 2016 hanggang 2022 din, Mr. Chairman. Salamat po.
Thank you.
So, salamat Mr. Chair at siguro baka magkakaroon ng panibagong pag-asa yung mag-asawa na ito. Pero Prosec Padulyon, huwag mo nang ipipilit yung restitution na yung ilalagay mo sa memorandum. Mali yun. Para matuloy. Kasi nag-a-apply lang naman eh. Baka naman, ang totoo niyan kahit, Mr. Chair,
Actually, hindi outright yung restitution. Parang pledge yan eh. Parang willing kami mag-restitute. Parang ganun lang. Hindi outright kasi pagka outright, parang extortion yun.
Hindi, maski na yung pledge wag na muna nating ilalagay kasi parang nababahiran ng Unang-una, hindi nga natin alam, magkano ba yung re-rest? Sino bang magkukwenta? Sino magtatago nito while nandyan yan? Paano kung halimbawa, hindi naman na kumpleto, hindi sila nag-qualify? O kung nag-qualify man lang sila as state witness, later on, nagkaroon nga sila ng konting sablay, pwede rin naman silang i-discharge as state witness. What happens to the restitution? Kaya para wala kayong sagutin, wag nyo nang ipipilit yun, wala kasi sa batas yun.
Okay. I would suggest
Thank
that
you,
the lawyer
Mr.
of the Diskaya couple will just coordinate with the DOJ.
Okay.
Settled? Para mag-renew yung application. Yeah, thank you very much. So, meron pa?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. PG, you want to say something pa?
Sir, ulitin ko lang po, yung pagpasok ko kasi sa pag-apply sa program is voluntary. That's why we cannot coerce or force anybody who wants to be admitted. However, yung sa sinasabi lang po ni Senator Marcoleta, una-una po liliwanagin ko, hindi po ako nag-i-impose ng conditions na ilalagay sa Memorandum of Agreement. It is an agreement between the Secretary of Justice representing the WPSB and the applicant. Now, as to whether or not restitution will be included there will depend on the evaluation of whatever statements will be submitted to us.
So, gusto mo talagang patagalin itong usapan na to?
Pinaliwanag ko lang ho, sir. Pinaliwanag ko lang ho.
Okay.